Immigration, as you well know, is integral to our history as a nation. Yet, our history is also replete with ambivalence toward these newcomers. Though at times we have needed their labor, and in the case of slavery and indentured servitude, in fact forced people to migrate, we have been nervous about their religions, their clothing, their customs, and their languages. As each new wave of migrants come across our borders, nativists organize to try to drive them away, and politicians often scapegoat them for electoral gain. But the promise of America, whether it is as Golden Mountain or as a beacon of freedom, is just too strong to be overcome by this kind of xenophobia and racism. As a famous Filipino immigrant poet once eloquently pointed out, America is in the heart. Unlike other countries where there are centuries of traditions that lock in social hierarchy and therefore constrain freedom and opportunity, America lives in our heart as an ideal, not as a bloodline. Even when America betrays its most bedrock principles, we still believe in it. We fight for it to make it the more perfect union. My father, as was noted, volunteered to join the army and fight in Europe during World War II, even though America had sent him and his mother to an internment camp behind barbed wire because they looked like the enemy, despite the fact that both he and his mother were California born. When asked why, he said, it was because his children were going to be born here. He wasn't even yet married, but he was thinking about that. Americans, whether native born or immigrant, all struggle to make the American dream a reality. If not for themselves, they hope, then for their children. There's no question that immigrants and their children have helped to build this country. Without immigrants, there would be no Silicon Valley. Our architecture, our restaurant scene, our fashion industry, our pop culture, our urban centers, they would not be the same vibrant places they continue to be. Like children who remind us to look at the world with fresh wonder, immigrants remind us to look at America through their eyes, which are filled with hope. Immigrants remind us how blessed we are to be American. This work is among the hardest we all do in Washington. The fallout from 9/11 and the economy meltdown makes it sometimes feel impossible that we will ever be able to fix the broken system that is tearing so many families apart and endangering our economy and our democracy. But I continued, as you do, to be inspired by the immigrants who march with quiet dignity, by the members of the faith community working across their religious differences to bear witness to the truth, by the efforts in labor and business to join hands to find a path forward, by undocumented students who risk everything to come out of the shadows so that they can tell their own stories. We come together in Washington with the help of the Forum, from cities big and towns small, to plead for sanity and compassion, to demand fairness, and to remind America that what is at stake is beyond the fate of one immigrant or one family, that what is at stake is America itself. Thank you.